Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesha. So this is a follow-up part 2 to our part 1 on the pros and cons of God. And reviewing part 1, we pretty much said it all, but let's end hopefully on a positive note for all of us. Right? Remember, there are many religious traditions in the world, and we have chosen the Hindu, yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. We are Hindus. And there are many synonyms: Rita Dharma, Vedic Dharma, Yoga Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, Brahmanism, Hinduism, the Hindu religion, Sabeka, Sarva Ekam. But we're Hindus. And as Hindus, we do yoga. Remember, Yujatman Brahman Cha. That's the essence. We do Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Japa Yoga, Nada Yoga, Nata Yoga, Kundalini Yoga. And our goal is Atmadarshana Paramo Dharma. If others want to study and practice Hinduism, fine. But never ever make anyone a teacher until they have first formally committed to the Hindu Yoga Dharma. And part of a formal commitment, really in any religion, is taking on a name indicative of that religion. Again, from the Vedas. Dadhana Namayajniyam. They took on sacred or sacrificial names. So please, let's not be superficial Hindus. Let's not be half Hindus. If you're born into the Hindu Yoga Dharma, you probably have a Sanskrit, Tamil, etc. Hindu name. If you have converted or adopted to Hinduism, well then please formally commit. Take on a Hindu name and use that. Don't make it a nickname. It's a renunciation of who you were before, because now you have formally committed to becoming a Hindu, and especially before you ever attempt to teach. And the distortions of Hinduism that have come down through the ages are our fault and our fault alone. Yes, shame on the invaders, but shame on us for one, not standing up, and two, even worse, capitulating to the invaders. If you get the drift here, we have too many Uncle and Auntie Thomasos. So, fellow Hindus, remember that we are responsible for all of these distortions of Hinduism by not speaking up. We need to respect our terms, and we need to respect the terms of others. God is not a term for us as Hindus. Yoga is Hindu. We don't want to let other people completely distort the Hindu Yoga Dharma in some kind of misused ahimsa, wherein we think we can't even confront anymore, or perhaps a very confused universality where we think Sanatana Dharma, often the term used here, as Hinduism is the original religion, everything's really a manifestation, so why critique anything, why be bothered by anything, because it's really all a manifestation of Hinduism. That's really a fundamentalist, universalist mindset. It's important to remember what we use as an acronym, the NAT principle. N-A-T. One's religion is not no way or the way, but a way in the middle. Our religion, our sampradaya within a religion, remember there's only three, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakti, the three. Our religion, our sampradaya is a way, it's not the way, and it's not a universal way for everybody. So if we look at the many distortions of the Hindu Yoga Dharma that go on to this very day, many people seem to quote, love, unquote, just simply taking various Sanskrit Hindu terms and taking them totally out of context. So, for example, we need to ask ourselves why. Are Ayurveda chakras Kundalini a New Age thing and not Hindu? Why is karma just anything but not Hindu? Why is a mantra any repetition but not Hindu? Why is a pandit a politician, not a Purohit? Why are Aryan swastika about an evil race? Why are they not about a holy place? Why is the original homeland now the troubled nation of Pakistan? Why do many make fun of the Bindu? You know they do. Why are many afraid of the word Hindu? It's not a foreign word. Hindu samudra diyarthi vayubhir. And why is a guru just anybody? Diet guru, fitness guru, Wall Street guru. Try that one time with Imam. See how far you get. Good luck. And why, oh why, is yoga an exercise for money? And the Hindus are not even given credit for the numerals, and especially zero, sunya. Kya baat hai? Main sochti hu. We Hindus need to look in the mirror for if we continue to capitulate rather than educate, the dharma will only continue to deteriorate. So let's get our heads on straight, my friends, and start at the beginning and not the end. It's Dvaita to Advaita. It's Karma Yoga to Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, in that order. It's the Vedas to Upanishads, Agamas, Tantras, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Tirukara, Tirumantra, Puranas, etc. It's Nyaya to Vaiseshika, Mimamsa Vedanta Sankhya Yoga. Concerning the Yoga Sutras, it's Pada 1 to Pada 4. Don't extrapolate out Ashtanga Yoga and make it this crass exercise routine that has become today. And the fault, again, are many of these Indian guys, and I don't know what else to call them because most of them eschew the word Hindu. Why? Because they want to create their own personality cult. They don't want to put off anybody. They want to make it open for everybody because that increases their fame and name and popularity and money, of course. So be proud to be a Hindu. Say to yourself, I've got a dot on my head. And why do we wear that? We wear that to remind us of the Antarjoti, Tattvamasi, the Atmana within all of us, of Satchidananda, Jyoti Shakti Ananda Shanti. That's our specific terms within the Hindu Dharma. Never confuse generalities and specifics. Say to yourself, I've got a dot on my head and it's really, really red. It's a bindu because I'm a Hindu. And I'm proud to be a Hindu. What about you? And I do yoga because it's Hindu. Karma Bhakti Hatha is too. Raja Gyan, it's all yoga, it's all Hindu. It's not bogus. And remember, for all of those who look to Swami Vivekananda, what did he say about being a Hindu? He said, quote, when the name Hindu sends a galvanic shock through your entire being, he didn't say Vedanta, he said Hindu. Sends a galvanic shock through your entire being, then and then alone are you a Hindu, end quote. End quote. When you come to the aid of any Hindu in distress, then and then alone are you a Hindu, end quote. So, fellow Hindus, brothers and sisters, let's stand tall for the Hindu Yoga Dharma. It's a way, it's not the way. It's a way that anyone can join or become, but then they would fully commit to it, certainly before ever becoming a teacher. And let's put an end to all of these distortions that continue today. Let's stop implementing the wrong things and letting go of the good things. And here's where our primal deity, Mahaganapati, that's Balaganapati there, standing up for the Dharma. Remember the story? He stood up for the Dharma to protect his Mataji. Protecting the Dharma is the symbolism. And what happened? He lost his head. But look at the powerful symbolic lesson here. And we can look at all of our deities as wonderful symbolic lessons. If you have intrinsic experiences, fine, but don't expect the whole world to experience the same thing. That's where we go so wrong when it comes to the various spirit beings in all the religions of the world. You may have your interconnection, but that doesn't mean that's for the whole world. So Ganapati stood up, he lost his head to remind us that in life we must stand up for principles. And when you stand up, don't expect to win every time. You're going to lose, and sometimes you're going to lose big. You're going to get criticized for sure. And remember, just because many people believe a falsehood, it doesn't make it true, as others have said. So he stood up, he lost his head, but we all know what happened. He got his head back, in this case the elephant head. There's great symbolism there. That's the correlation with the Om, animal, human, divine, the earth element. That's why Ganesha is always first, my friends, my fellow Hindus. That's the first chakra, the earth element, the primal sound Om, in Mandukya Upanishad. So he got his head back, and forever now he's probably one of the most popularly known Hindu deities around the world, Ganesha. And very important to look at this. Who cut his head off? His guru, his father. Remember, Matapita is our first Guruji. His father cut his head off. So what did he do? Did he renounce his guru, his father? No. They're forever together. This is an important symbolic lesson for all of us as Hindus. When we get chided by our gurus, for example, or those senior to us, right? It's a test. Are we going to run away? We're going to hate the guru? We're going to curse the guru? No. Stand up. Take our licks, if you will, and learn from that. So we should always be putting that primal emphasis on Mahaganapati, and then we can safely rise into our other devas and devis, never making any one of them the supreme being noun for all. Then we fall into the trap of the monotheists, of which we're not. We do have some within Hinduism. This is a mind growth process, right? Obviously. But always remember that these devatas are wonderful symbolic teachings and perfectly valid to have your own inner experiences also. Or you can simply appreciate the beautiful artwork right there, craftsmanship, high vibration. But we always remember behind all of that, just like behind all of us, behind this outer form, which we need to respect, is the Atmana, Tattvamasi. That's what all Hindus believe in 3 simple words, that thou art. We are the Atmana of love, light, and energy, Jyoti, Shakti, Ananda, Shanti, Sat Chit Ananda, with a body, mind, and emotions. So we can experience that Sat Chit Ananda, and it's not God. Brahman is not God. That's a neuter term for the greater forces of Sat Chit Ananda. We can feel that reality of pure Shakti, which can neither be created nor destroyed, hence no creator. Just is. It's pure light, Jyoti, the inner light, and the feeling of lightness or buoyancy. And the warmth, this is the science of life. The energy, light energy, heat energy, which becomes the human emotion of bliss, Ananda, or love. Love, Priya, Ananda, bliss, is a warm experience. This is the science of the Hindu yoga dharma. So we are that Atmana of Satchidananda, love, light, and energy. Omness away with emotions, mind, and body. And a step behind that is the Tat, the no-thingness, the absolute. Hence we say, Mauna Vakya Para Brahman. The Supreme Brahman is known through silent speech. The true Muni, Yogi or Yogini. And remember to confront all of those that are fully distorting our sacred Hindu yogas. The Sanskrit, Tamil, Hindu word yogi, yogam, has nothing to do with the physical body. It's about yoking to the Atmana. It's all about Hinduism, taught by Hindus to anybody that wants to learn, but it's taught by Hindus. This whole 200-hour yoga certification business nonsense is just that. And many Hindus are capitulating to it, and we're capitulating to it even if we're not actively joining it, but if we don't say anything. We're just as guilty. We need to speak up and stand up. Not in violence, but just in confrontation. Conversation. Speak up. And always remind ourselves, because we do wish others well, Sarvesham svastir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. And we wish others happiness and free from any undue sickness and harm. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, Sarve santu niramayaha, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashti dukkha bhavet. And then we turn the gaze back in on ourselves. Remember our mudras, reason, vitarka. Does it make sense? Reason and judgment, first 2 signs of samadhi. Vitarka, vichara. But then we turn it back in on ourselves, and we always go from untruth to truth. Be willing to admit when we're wrong. Learn from others. Asatoma sadgamaya. As we go from a state of ignorance. Remember, lack of knowledge is one thing. Ignorance is something else. Ignorance is when we choose to ignore. Tamasomajo tirgamaya. And tap into that soma nectar within, the immortal nectar within, the amritam. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Seeking a peace, but a peace through strength and justice. Om Shanti, 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 Om. Jai Hindu.